Thank you. Good evening. My name is Levin Jai. This is News Review for today, Monday, the 22nd of November, 2021. Coming up for you on the show today, President Barrow has returned to Banjul after campaigning up country. We have the president returned yesterday, Sunday, to Banjul. We have a report for you on that, but Halifa Sallah and Esa Fall has also made history by becoming the nation's first presidential candidates to face each other in a presidential debate. That massive debate was held over the weekend on Saturday. Reid Brody speaks on the TRRC and its outcome there, the dictator hunter speaking exclusively to the Fatu network. We have a report on you for that too. I will later be joined on the show by Salihu, Kemo, Barrow. That interview or that chat will be done in Mandinka. Before all of that, quickly we'll look at the newspapers and see what they are saying. Jammeh says he will return to Gambia. That is the lead story on the Standard today. Former Gambian President Jammeh has said he will return to the Gambia, but did not say when and how. Addressing a campaign rally of the GDC-led Free Party Alliance in Garawal and Koina on Saturday through a telephone from his exile base in Equatorial Guinea, Jammeh stated, "I heard people are saying that Jammeh is in exile and he will not come back to the Gambia. I am not in exile. I am on leave. I left for Equatorial Guinea because of an agreement with ECOWAS, AU and UN. Unfortunately, the government of Barrow did not respect that agreement, and the AU, ECOWAS and the UN did not enforce the agreement we signed. But that will not stop me from coming to the Gambia. Election or not election, I will come to the Gambia." Jammeh speaking there at Mama Kande's rally. IEC to decide on NPP GDC row over Jammeh. The Independent Electoral Commission is set to address the ongoing controversy about former President Jammeh's participation in the ongoing political campaign. IEC Director of Communications Pa Khan confirmed to the Standard yesterday. Esa Fall says he will send economic parking. Independent presidential candidate Esa Fall has vowed to end the presence of West African troops in the Gambia within the first 3 months of his presidency. Away from the Standard, let's see the Point newspaper now. Gambia's intelligence chief says December presidential election will be peaceful. That's the director of the State Intelligence Service, or the NIA there, Usman. So in an environment of restraint, responsibility, social cohesion, tolerances, supporting each other, open-minded, and believing that democracy is the only way out and that this election is constitutional mandated, and the public is ready to receive both the winner and the loser, the December 4th presidential election will be peaceful. Usman Sow, the country's spy chief, made these remarks while responding to questions from journalists on whether the country is ready for a peaceful election during the agency's presser at the SIS headquarters there in Banjul. We will leave it at that, take a short break, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Thank you very much. So, citizens yesterday shouted Besua till morning as President Barrow returned to Banjul from his campaign up country. It took the president a massive 14 hours between Kalaji to Banjul. More in this.
President Barrow on Sunday returned from his nationwide political tour as the race to the State House reaches the final stage. President Barrow, like his political opponents, are currently on the campaign trail to sell their agendas to the Gambian people. Barrow is seeking re-election for a second term, following his 2016 victory, which saw the ousting of former President Yahya Jammeh. President Barrow, accompanied by his party supporters and coalition partners, made their entrance in the West Coast region on Sunday as they prepare to hit the campaign trail in the Combos. Speaking to reporters shortly after arriving at the State House in the wee hours of the day, The Gambian president and leader of the National People's Party expressed satisfaction in the turnout of the Gambian people, adding Gambians have spoken loud and clear that it is him they want to continue steering the affairs of this country.
I think the Gambians have spoken loud and clear that they want to continue with President Barrow. I think throughout the tour, it was outstanding that people appreciated what we have been doing for the past 4 or 5 years. And I think the Gambian has decided today, finally. But we will still continue on the campaign. We are very aggressive. We want to garner support from every corner. But this is the first leg, and we start the second leg on Tuesday. But I am very proud of Gambians for their support, and they continue to support me. So definitely, I am a very happy man today.
President Barrow, reiterating his plans for Gambia, says his focus will continue to be centered on infrastructural development.
My main focus and direction, everything, everybody knows that, is infrastructural development. Because without infrastructure, you cannot develop your country. If you want to develop the health sector, there must be infrastructure. Energy, there must be infrastructure. Roads, there must be infrastructure. So infrastructural development is everything. I will continue with my infrastructural development for this country, and I think the people appreciate it.
President Barrow told reporters he is committed now more than ever to continue his development agenda, as he promises to bring development to the doorstep of every Gambian. Meanwhile, the second leg of the tour will kick off on Tuesday. For TFN News, I am Saja Brito.
Sergio Brito reporting there. Away from that, on Saturday, the country made history by witnessing the first presidential debate. Well, it was supposed to involve or feature all of the nation's 6 presidential candidates, but only 2 of them showed up, Doy leader Halifa Sallah and Esaf Mbaifal. It was a massive debate between the newcomer and the experienced Doy leader. More in this report.
For the first time, the nation's presidential candidates going up against each other. On Saturday, Halifa Sallah and Essa Fall made history by becoming the first leaders to face off in a presidential debate. Signs Gambia's democracy is experiencing new things.
Fellow Gambians, I am delighted to be here today to participate in this first presidential debate. My understanding is that all candidates were meant to participate in this event. Unfortunately, some saw it more advantageous to be out there campaigning, whilst their opponents have been made to believe that they'd be here. I honored my word that I'll be here. I leave others to live with their conscience.
This is the defining moment for this country. We liberated ourselves on the 2nd of December 2016. We are now faced with the challenge that we should have recognized since we attained the right to self-determination and independence. That is to make our people sovereign and ensure that they take charge of the destiny of our homeland.
The debate was centered around 5 important topics: the economy, education, health, agriculture, and infrastructure.
I do wish to underline the importance of this event because it strengthens our democracy and it gives the people the opportunity to assess the candidates and make an informed choice as to who they would vote for president. Our country is at a crossroads. We are in very difficult times. And if we do not get it right, all the struggles of 2016, which led to the removal of former President Jammeh, would come to naught. Already it is. In every sector in this country, we are witnessing a very steep decline. But worst of all, the ugly head of corruption is rearing its head again in this country, taking a very stranglehold in our governance infrastructure.
However, the men were never going to get along, as Essa spent the entire debate castigating Khalifa's ideas. He said Khalifa has socialistic ideas that do not work anywhere, and the first signs of bad blood came in the first segment when Essa attacked Mr. Salah's cooperative bank. Salah wants to set up a cooperative bank to support farmers in their agriculture.
For us, we are going to create a cooperative bank. A cooperative bank that would give the farmers seed, farming implements, and fertilizer to be able to produce and pay back exactly what they have taken without any interest. We are going to help the horticultural gardens to produce tomato, to produce potato, to produce all we need. And they will simply be given what they require, the water, the fences, etc., to be able to produce and pay back to the cooperative bank without any interest. We believe that in 1 year, we'll move more and more into self-sufficiency, but I don't think he has indicated any answer.
A sovereign wealth fund is not a panacea. It is simply not. It's just an institution that houses government funds for particular or targeted investments. We have had the Agricultural Development Bank. It failed woefully. So sovereign wealth funds can fail. They are just like state-owned enterprises that are given resources to manage. But if they are to be managed in the manner suggested by Honorable Salah, I think it is going to fail. These funds cost a great deal of money to manage.
The two men used their closing statements to lash out at each other, with Khalifa accusing Essa of being part of helping the dictatorship while he was busy fighting for democracy.
This my colleague prosecuted me in 1994 whilst I was struggling against a coup. They said I violated decree number 4, which banned all political parties from issuing any political statement. I am what? The dictator, believing in centralized power. I've said it and he's heard it, that this is a country with a constitution. And nobody can become president and violate that constitution. There is a judiciary. So how can you bring any system in this country other than the system of the republic? What we are debating is on policies. Since he cannot deal with the policies, he goes into that common saying that people who have no ideas, who are bankrupt of ideas, usually do, they are communists. What is a communist?
But Essa blasted.
I am really surprised that Mr. Salah appears very angry. I must apologize if I have said anything that riled you up. That was never my purpose. It was a simple debate where we exchanged ideas, and I challenged some of your ideas. But let me tell you, Mr. Salah, I would not apologize for having views that are different from yours. Gone are those days when we are indoctrinated and caught in awe of some of the statements you have made.
2006 presidential candidates were all supposed to take part in the debate held at Sadauda Kairaba Jawara Conference Center, but President Adama Barrow of the National People's Party, United Democratic Party leader Ousainou Darboe, Gambia Democratic Congress leader Mama Kandeh, and the National Unity Party leader Abdoulaye Jammeh all missed the debate, and their debate podiums made only for a decoration.
Away from all of that, the dictator hunter, aka, or also real name, Reed Brody, has been speaking to the Fatu Network regarding the TRRC and its outcome and what the next steps should be. Let's take a listen.
We are waiting now for the report of the Truth Commission, the TRRC, which is certainly going to recommend the prosecution of those who committed the worst crimes in the previous government. The question then is what to do. What history has shown around the world is that only by accountability, only by bringing perpetrators of crimes, particularly atrocity crimes, to justice, can a society move on. The only way to create the rule of law is to say that no one is above the law, whether you're a policeman or the president. That it's very difficult to build a new Gambia, a new society, on the basis of forgetting, on the basis of impunity, on the basis of allowing people who have committed the worst crimes just to go free and walk around. Particularly the experience of victims. It's very easy to say, just let it go by, let it pass. You need, as a society, to decide what to do. But of course, who creates political will? The people. There are elections coming up in the Gambia. People who feel strongly about accountability would obviously vote for candidates who also feel strongly about accountability. But no matter who wins the election, we have seen that 73% of Gambians, according to the Afrobarometer poll, want accountability, believe that those who committed the worst crimes should be brought to account. So in a democratic society, when 73% of people believe in justice, it should be possible to create the political will to achieve justice.
Yeah. Lastly, what should you say to people who have this notion that Mr. Jammeh has this seeming protection of the Equatorial Guinea president, and also people who have this notion that Mr. Jammeh being brought to justice, especially in the Gambia, will have some security consequences?
We've seen the president of Equatorial Guinea say that he's going to protect Yahya Jammeh, even though legally he cannot do that. We've seen President Obiang of Equatorial Guinea and President Jammeh dancing together. So it's not going to be easy to get Equatorial Guinea to hand Yahya Jammeh over. But I think that if all of the countries who lost citizens under Yahya Jammeh, not just the Gambia, Ghana, which lost over 40 citizens, Nigeria, which lost 9 citizens, Senegal, which in the migrants' case lost 3, but also had many other Senegalese killed here. If all of the countries of the region get together to request that Yahya Jammeh be handed over to justice, I think Equatorial Guinea would have to respect that. Obviously, Gambians may decide that in the end of the day, it's too dangerous from a security or stability point of view to have Yahya Jammeh in jail in the Gambia or on trial in a court in the Gambia. It's possible then, if you have a hybrid national-international court, to have the trial of Yahya Jammeh in a neighboring country where the security problems would be less dramatic.
Yeah. Very lastly, how would you like Gambians to perceive this whole accountability process?
To me, this is really a model. The Gambian, the TRRC, I have to say, as somebody with experience all over the world, the TRRC was a model. It captivated the public. You had both victims and perpetrators testifying. So much knowledge. I learned so much about what happened under Yahya Jammeh through the testimony of perpetrators and victims. And I think most Gambians also did. So it was really a flagship institution. Very few truth commissions, if any, around the world have had the same impact on the public. Maybe perhaps not since the South African Truth Commission has a truth commission had so much impact on the way the public perceives what had happened.
Thank you very much for talking to the Fatu Network.
Taft Africa Global presents the new Tulip Gardens. Taft Tulip Gardens is set to comprise service plots in sizes ranging from 220 to 570 meters square. Deposit as low as $83,600 is only an 18-month interest-free payment plan with only 20% deposit on the service plots. Please contact 376-2333 or 776-2333. Taft Africa Global presents the new Tulip Garden.
Reed Brody speaking to the Fatu Network there. Well, if that is one man who is out there to ensure that Jammeh is arrested and brought to justice, that is Reed speaking to us there. So we'll now switch to Mandinka. My guest today, we will be having this discussion in Mandinka. The Italy-based Salihu Kemo Barrow of the NPP, National People's Party. Well, I've been trying to get UDP people here, but that has proved very, very difficult. Well, they said they are boycotting us, so the officials, I mean, I reach out to them, they just don't want to come near my TV. So Salihu Abaraka inata iboda nang yo tigero kundu inata Gambia kana kafu NPP I mean NPP nkolu ala NPP family ka campaign of president one itebe mune nati kan in terms of president la campaign ala second term
lamini jaye be follow la bismillahir rahmanir rahim qala rabbi قال ربي اسرح لي صدري ويسر لي امري واحلل عقدة من لساني ويفقهوا لي قولي بفلو لا وتفلو بافلا ربنا افتح بيننا وبين قومنا بالحق وانت خير الفاتحين لا من جامبي كونتون نباك بينا وايفنا كونتون abem fejam anyway be jiber laali be konton na ani cameraman wol fana be konton la men jam kontan ta baake bi fana kaben bari ndamoy ko dolel ko yal boycott imam hanyile bari ba fala be winna bari be siren suwo kono naal findite kan albela lanjurol findindila so wala ne ko yal boycott la bari be ko la ko ma yo bari anyway be jiber laal konton e birkamala UDP ko dolbe je wolko be gudaila because mo kan ani e boro men je nyaato mo men be bor kan president nyaato hanna atra men be sino le no biga jero ke ba ni be siren tele kundo ka wuro moy ka diam ko me balnal ko mollel findira so ni ko mom findi e ko ino fanto la wandi musula la wato le kawolong on the 5th of December la men janna fo ko ta bayla adu nadi ata man satalla man so men kaman se a tombong ma ko morol men yalan ko be la kuma be fo dal kané dankude bar man so men ka tombando ko men ka ko allahumma malikil mulki tu'til mulki man tasau wo be fared no wala man se a safele adu be jikrin ko anin mol hadama ya be nyamin anin society be nyamin adama barol kana murnin state house a sembeta mor kilinna anen diata mor kilinta qur'ana aya fulam be lalamen ka je ko men ko no man se a betel bulo kono
bar morol la lodula nyim banko kam mol ya jele comme moria asorotale adum molla mor kebale la telale comme for example nga moro dol jele fundita ya foko double club man sati in December nga hadi imam ba kawsu atale dua ke UDP e bribe fintila kata campaign wala ako December mol banko be balon nako atemo mori baldi UDP la man sia double la man sia lota
ya don te bura moro suwala kono mori ya mobi ko fonte e kam men jibe janden ite ndolom politiko la ba dole Salihu lon sila dole men nim politiko man kine kawsu karanda min tole kana fa ba kawsu yalon hadama dungo imanya ne kaso ka kuma fo sinya kila manke tonyati be banko be yalon ka manke tonyati ye muriye kuma do fo moli yajo ka manke tonyati ye muriye sabanja ya meta mantra moli jelendi kela la ban bi moli ka jele kawsu la ni adi am ko moy kuma be bala faale dato moli ka jibe ka jela han yudi bin ko ka jela la because ita ko 3 years
dabola manse ya o mallo
dabula man sa nko man sabe alal bul wala nan koy ko allahumma malikil mulki tutil mulki man tasaw bar bi no jamano ka sula minala man samen ka do ko kenye kun fen sababo le bala wala nti sababo ala ko le di hadama dun adun ala ko alu sababo fanam muta iko na san ko sababo minete president aje ko molu de pour yella fila ilafte men ke ko le keye iko na san wala nti na society la sula ko momenti president Barrow ka wala ke ay birijolu deda atabanna nta continue la do ko men president o yake iko na san ay birijo deda ay silolu deda me yalon ko nyon nyaaye gel adu nalon ko no tundol be sulare wala le adu yo appreciate le ibano male ay marsolu lo dinkiralu ta manke dinkiralu
ta mo silol menu loda basen bridge wala tante barakala katakuo anala londo na la fero wala silila
kila la hadiso le moti kila ko ikonda sanne nkam men foyta hadiso le mume yalon ko asafeta sanji wili killing kemenani tan nan nin fenko malan kila yo fo kende woniye ay menki banku doto purayta fengo nyina e nanje wallahi ta namo kaninga e nanje biru wona ta kay ko nina muta tari like wo alfa almenu duwata no bi wolu la dimbayalu UDP ko le ko wollelu nen
ni UDP ko la nengo wo mam min ko dabole wol neng dabo nana mam mo nen nyim banko kan anana mam mo disrespect
be ko makilim fole jan nana mo fo
anana mo ke
be ko makilim fole nana mo fo dabo 2017 suntu turani Mohamed Jammeh abe janna be no America le yefore mo dole soto be ko understand na kol na fay akonye ko Mohamed Jammeh la nomba kinyana na Mohamed Jammeh nomba kiyai a Mohamed Jammeh call America Mohamed Jammeh be UDP la hansai abe askana abe tara janda fon e ko na san a call no dia mo banno birni UDP ko le banen ro dade na faye ako hanu men kan ndo ka tama wolu long e ko na san more than 1 year amanka comment ko na fa dam ma fon da wala nomba fele mbulu ala WhatsApp han biya be mbulu bari no mol ya lom na do ata fon ya donc na mol ka banen do because ni mo be da fani a fon bara e bula kan the last minute kan ka fo ko alkana nen droke platform me ya lon ko woli jawara platform beti men kan nen droke o dinkrata kalo ralito aki kumande aki tentu be do ko
wala platform juma
like you know nte to fal because man ko man non desna Salihu Kemo Barrow hana jana ina be fen ko bare sel platform yes wala mo UDP TV and media men ka si wala bira sun kuren den kamadi benen derla je president Barrow bane wo platform wala bane do membe janjane ka bane de jawo fay yew ko
ila UDP TV
and media abidio be
bare sa natol ko kan nen drog UDP ngol fanan ko NPP ngol fanan kan nen drog
atol
fanan buga nen drog al kan nen drog
yes lamini njay nta se evident bondi no nan janne ngoy ko UDP ngol nyimbe mu banen dolti UDP ngol e menke adu la groupe wala ko ma screen soto na katra play kan nyono mo banen do be sanji ka se jila bari ni ko nun kan nen droke pour like Salihu inante evident bondi no la na audio to no ko Salihu la nyente yalo ntara Star FM woltole mente keri wolu e konda sa mente caring dato woltole ani dinkra ko hani men yalo ko folo ko fula tambila kan na odi do play ya kon nato honte amon ko manya ko because na lon ko nat la do ko beti nyaale ya da sama men na Gambian to le o beti nyaata bol so ni election o bodale na to be muran kan na amina la mbayin wayla na NPP yo bari membe ji anyway mbe min tole so okay wo registration oli be ndota jere naita ndila ko nin drobe momo buli ko Salihu le munyindi ala sama na nafile ready moto wolum baldo na ko to nyata mbita UDP lembe mura UDP
ba nite Salihu mo NPP fana ma mol soto men yalo ka mol bula mol ka mol
never impossible ata kela adu naketa fanan ndolbe lori nembe mari wol ko la mbaytan le ko nim fatiyo mallo feala nim fatiyo ya ka ke faniyade aje nunna londo karawtal wala way ala useno daw atamman sano because Gambian di yalon ko londo men babudo wo tamara nure ning banko le ma jata man sa folo akalo mole aka fa nyi mole ko hantel tare janan tare ni nyinena because tonya lafta wala el man
barimbe eshala ko
ibe mu loyalty bare anyway mbad na jetuje because of anyway bare me damin tola esa ikela londo nyine Houston ka wala yel mandi tan adun Gambia duniya fam ko nunu ka tonya le mandi ka ke faniyate adun nina te ba flebe na barko banko marala walla dina tebuli te dina respect la you understand itena ada respect la itolu tubabu jiko dorong abete ata mambete itolu be maralo kala walla so esa wol lafta walla you understand esa wol criminal ol fasa janne duniya kono men yalon ko woli mo wilwilol lel fa yilote ene ke fasa ko wol man ko jaw itolu ketela loyal lamin jay wallal kana na banko kanjang ki mala mo fa man tarajang mo bute man tarajang mo ngaybe man tarajang demokrasi be sabadring e kane ka mo ko maralla men bal bulu man beta atra mo fala lute lota wolle kiti mo yama ni esa wol kam malu num e kono sa yalo malon maybe mol camera nen dirolti comme ni nan nim fo no kam malu he manya nan nyim fo walla manya nan nyim kala ning atra yo soto no mamere no esa be lura Gambia kono bi akaka Adam Barrow le agents kula Adam Barrow manya na menka mo fanyin abe dere
debato ay ni ko yasoto debato la ko to baga because debato kara saturday ate nun Halifa Sallah don da ate kay men mira no men be yalon ko e lola en kata fayo adun ayo fo don tak lola menka wala president e tara debato
wa bare
yo to je nyaadi le the issue of the debate and president man na debato
yalon esa ate dango di atla furata nen Adam Barrow debate ke esa fal ninte se debate ke mansuru akam moy bari billahi walla ning esa se debate ka ya fo angale ko nan ka fo man nin ka kawna Gambia no liyen jibe ibalon na la ko no kata karam mo to wonta don dote
yalla ba fula man e kawna
hanta ba fula man nin ka kawna ata ka fo angale kawna bari angale kawn yefo fo jen ka moy no bari na ya fo mba fola Gambia dun yen jibe ibalon na la ko londo manke kata karam mo to de Adam Barrow la londo wara bata nyinto wo londo Adam Barrow walantine no ay Gambia be kontane Gambia itata dawda londole wokeno akombatu nake jana e wurte ko abi samba bolon kono asa wonda na akombatu nata jana banko karobe ya ni osoro banko karobe kontante o mu londole nin london tanon denno nin carte fo men kanala ten ibe fota so la barsa ibe ka fota soto no nunu kanin la kumo bela moyle e nana bika
ya mira president nyanda na la dibero nyindo fama nyanda
no president
no
president tina no wodo dal folo esa man hormo sora la diamol kono adum man samme be marali mo la banko la keta nyawnyang abe tarabbe ngo bento anyanta hormo ni mbunya anyanta talakan so president tita dinkrato e be hormonta atlina e damindo ni akeje tuma do naskeno be kambe ni watoldo adum bebe Cairo adam baro kata Cairo dambal so wale atinna ndi aje komen ko no president baro a manjara taje mol be jeli men yalon ko no esa ni se dibe keno so manjara Adam Barrow taji okola fana esa ju so suti ata bak a sangarata esa ju so suti ata le no a sangarata so no amosifa mamere mollam nyaton ko inyanta nabula le no yata man ndi ber jibere bannalo ko hani Halifa fon abe ase kamfano akamale
wal Halifa kamfara bak
yo barata fana se kamfano because no molemu aju so suti ata bak hani ya manya jibe
so sai ni ajibe
so bank tan banko dila wala esa ko to je esa man kanto la pour remti
Gangala problem.
No,
how about Mama Kande? Because Mama Kande ngajele president complainta at la campaign la. Ko president former president yaje meka call kenanje. Aka molu suku. Aka molu suku kumol fo me ala mol la manu jakasla.
Yeah. President na wo betata back because ni be nyaato nyanta tarra Cairo la koma. Men se mamma samalang ikana ke. Ya ay molu tora back ni banko kanne. Ay kuul kele men yalan ko ay landa tambe kuul kele. Furuko kong moy mama kandela meeting lalo tuma don to la politiko to ay tolu nafa bar Gambia la hadamadi yato amon Gambia le nafa ita membe UDP ita membe NCP ita membe jana ya jembe ko ke mole karo bele la ndol la politiko to ya jembe ni o kong moy mama kandela meeting lalo mole be ko dila mama kandela ko tuma do minan tolle ko hani mo ndio membe mama kande bulino ya jembe ka diamuje nimbe ya diamda jan sama diamda nara mbaji bela adu ya jembe ya fanke komen ko atel ni mama kande winda atel nyanta na la siron sikara no ay siaka mama kande be kala mbinda
ha te ajibe wala nya
iko na because ka ko no ninna
da do la ma ka fa na man sakunda
ya akona la man sakunda naga abe birjo nyin to falinal oto mama kande be kala mbinda no lete
abo use kan
so nimbe no moli ya famle ko oto mama kande be campaign ke ka ya jembele pour kana na state house ko ya jembe bulu adu ya jembe en tol fale ay mbutele mama kande ko litani molla ye mama kande tole batala register barabe campaign ke ka yajem bella adu gambe dun walla fi kawla moy asa fitino windino banko kanne oto membe banko nyata ay ratio le pour ka findi kay tan dala ko nyentu bari juso suti atla opposition o tolka to campagne ne ata amira non ko ha ako mbakela la ajibe amira non ko na ka adam boro vitanya fila kana carte fo suti ata ani adam boro haklo warata le ima ya tuji gambe no liaje ko nuno mera nyaton ko bunya adu ni mam bile la nyaton ko no me mala kaw muta hanni na da kukilen ikeda imarata fengo fenna iko man ko bi kabula no no mama kande ko man ko nanta bula no la no adu adama baro kanyor daminto pour ay ta nyabi mama kande kam fitino ke jannen karte fo adama to kala because ntole alon ko wintale adu lafta wino ko la fanan kayro e sabat ne banko ha so mama kande o bula droite kal ya dembe ko la kal diam o be mo kambe nyol lan toli ha mul men be ka boje no wol mina kan toli yal bari bi alhamdulillah rabbi ambe ajere men ka nyone no to daminto mama kande la fatio bi no mota ko ma fatio barma be bota jere so no membe duwa carte foye mbe tar sima ya kono andi ale mbe sede andala tumado ni ndia mo mbe mbala mbe nyina la be adam baro bitale adum nem banko ka democracy le be sabatla adu luwa le fana be sabatla mo moy luwa fana wali nyoya e bala na ko luwa le be nyim banko ka
Salihu tay mo banda frank baraka bake thank you for coming
thank you
ela kuma be bulu me because campaign waro albola kono
yes
itebe muna fola gambian clear me ala jibe rola pour ka try ka convince ay ka refe baro
la minin jay isiyata bak nsemmen no commandino yena bari bi no lafa Dr. Ismaila Cisse ani may Ahmad Fati ke commandi yene ko fa adam baroma iko lafa banko le do ko iko londo le bebulu ko ngani akendo so da banko e mba fule ko inin adam baro la miro bim klinet wala mo banko do ko tuma do momo kala fi sira nyina adu nalon ko ngani obe jena bari yalon ko no to man qualify filisiyene ko fa adam baroma menu nata kan amanke ko futale menu nata kan amanke ko ye men kon no bi lefta wala bari lefta le tole damin doje adama man damin doje pour nen adama kanyeta e tole so woto yitande adama la adama etala wadam ba fa Dr. Ismaila Cisse londo men babulu atla jero warata nyamin ay na ba ka damin toje ndolbi ka damin doje ay ka fa adam barola ni winda ay de yin tandi nan sije de dano may fati fana wonyama lem may fati le best friend nam adama barote according to him e ko understand adu no koma kade tema family ko le woto minen na may be tarra koma ba fula may ko ay na ay kafu kairo patioma ay kafu do ko patioma ay kafu patioma yalon ko anata pour ka gambe dingo be ke kilinde so la men ja nyina mu koti nyanta be mem fala adu be nyina fanan sambala ro
and by the way janim bida nga because kunu ngo moyle kafu ko no malon wo diamo bodana dame wala diamo
yeah
kabrim brikama for banjul
yeah
ifrara sade ma molbe lori bafla besuba kana woti
fo sama bari asitale ko wati tennatema wato le tennatema e kono sana mbe wala fo kan wati tennatema carte fo wati tennatema ka koyndi doron ko ndol kay alala de maro windale sama doron yalon sama woto mo nyaatolde fasine ko bar sama doron
Salihu
so abe cool den abaraka baga thank you so much
so Salihu lemuna ate na dam fe studio kono bi ate na le kacha soro bi so that will be that for the show today. Tomorrow is another day. Until then, I am Lamin Jai.